I grew up in a small town in Florida, in America, and San Francisco is actually quite a liberal city in relation to the rest of America, and so that was more like just never feeling like I fit in school and never trying to, because it was just like I couldn't conform to the standard at all if I tried. So it was just feeling like a reject weirdo, kind of like what lots of movies are made about, like that the reject kids, you know, doing good. It was a perfect kid for my mother. I think I did everything my mother wanted me to do. I think she wanted an artist and she wanted someone who was creative, and sometimes she's just worried that I would shoot myself in the foot or like kind of take like my record cover. She wasn't so happy with my last record cover, and she thought maybe it would be more damaging than helpful. Maybe I could find a way to like please both sides more and not just try and like, you know, fuck off to, you know, but I think everyone can get more conservative later. Then I'll go and open for Vice next tour.
Don't make me beef now.
Disaster. Prepare yourself for me. Disaster.
Stop looking at me like that.
Why did
You're making me nervous.
I wanted to cut you off to say that, but you always performed on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And in personal company.
Like I have to more and more like put myself into the performance too.
Yeah.
I think at first I put myself into the studio recordings and wasn't really realizing what I was doing, and now I'm realizing it on stage. I'm like, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing up here and performing.
It used to be that I would make music more for records and for listening to, and now I write thinking about the performance much more. So I think when I'm writing it, like, what would I like to perform?
Yeah, but you started out performing
But
as a performer.
Did you?
Started out, well, you were doing competitive piano, which is totally a different world, but it's still...
Yeah, it's in childhood, but with like first making compositions of my own, I wasn't so much thinking about performing them.
No, that's more still about the music. Actually, performance, I mean more actually when you're face to face with the audience, and it really is.
Right.
Just try to get away from me. Just trying to get away from me.
And when I started to perform, I started to make videos that I could perform with, so that would also have me in it. Actually, I played violin when I was a child, and my sister played clarinet, so we would do things together, music-wise and art-wise. It was definitely a escape, but it was definitely encouraged as well from our parents as well. Really embraced all that kind of, you know, freedom to explore all that, and definitely it became like something that you discover in a way. It's all about something very personal and individual, and it's something that then what I liked about it a lot was actually it's not about in a way who you were or what you looked like. It's actually about thoughts and ideas, and so these are also, they're ageless as well. You can just like, do you know what I mean? They're just, it's so like specific to you, and there was a multi-leveled freedom with that. I think I kind of felt that quite young actually.
Has its problems, and it wasn't political, but I remember feeling much better. I actually remember living in America, having a full-time job, and having to go to the psychiatrist and being depressed as hell. And like, I remember moving to to Berlin, and being like, maybe those problems I had in my head weren't really totally me. It was actually the lifestyle, having to work a lot, and just kind of some invisible pressures. And I definitely felt more sane in Berlin, and more like, if I was like acting a little weird, it was okay. It wasn't like totally, you have a problem. It was like, okay, everyone's a little weird. Like,
But what does your therapist say now?
it's you. I need help. Help me.
Didn't you also? I found it interesting actually. We talked about this a bit back, where you said that you felt also there's a different attitude actually in Berlin anyhow. But I guess because I experienced it also in England, where you don't go and see therapists so much. You actually talk to your friends a lot more about your problems. So they actually somehow then they don't become like sort of a clinical case.
Yeah.
It's just actually a bit of a problem, and you can discuss it a little bit. You can sort of keep it contained.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm planning to rock. Can we have more volume, please? Make it really loud.